know you're out here. Somewhere. Watching me. You've seen this kind of medallion before, right? Lets me know you're here. So there's no use in hiding. The only way to get me off your trail is to go ahead and kill me. Come on! You have to be getting tired of this. I've been tracking you for nearly a month. I've barely given you time to breathe, and you still keep trying to slip away instead of confronting me. No vampire is this spineless. What are you, biding your time? Formulating a plan, or are you just afraid? And now the creature speaks. So you are afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of hurting me? What are you, some sort of pacifist vampire? Not quite. Well, you certainly have the mystique of a vampire. You sort are never straightforward. One would think the turning forces you to speak in riddles. Just spit it out, if you have something to say. I see you there, hiding in the forest. Your eyes shine in the dark. Why don't you step out into the moonlight? Reveal yourself. What's wrong? You don't trust me? You know, I'm not gonna shoot you the minute you step out of the shadows. There's no way I'm putting my crossbow down. Who's to say you won't just lunge at me the minute you confront me? Vampires are faster and more agile than us humans. You have a permanent advantage. I'd be stupid to just toss my weapon away like that. Of course I have backup weapons, but I'd rather not be forced to go toe-to-toe with a vampire with nothing but my dagger. I'm not new to the game, vampire. Your little word games aren't gonna work on me. You just have to trust I have enough integrity to keep my word. I mean, I can see where you are now and I haven't attacked you yet. That has to mean something. You know I'd keep my word. Pray tell, how do you know such a thing? You're starting to talk like you... Like you know me. You're alive? What happened to you? I thought you were dead. When the others and I finally caught up to you, there was nothing left except evidence of a fight and blood. Human blood. Vampire blood. Silas told everyone it was likely that you wounded the vampire, but ultimately it struck you down. We searched all over for your body, but it was no use. In the end, we thought the vampire dragged you off to finish you, but we never, ever thought it would turn you. I thought I was chasing down the vampire that killed you, I swear. I never wanted to hurt you. I wanted revenge, I guess. That's why I'm out here alone. I couldn't wait for the others. There's been an increase in monster activity lately. Silas and the others are focusing on those issues first, making sure the people are safe before going off to hunt a singular vampire. I should be there too, but your assumed death weighed too heavy on my mind. What? Are you surprised I cared? Of course I cared. I've always been fond of you, even though you've always been too preoccupied to see it. that or you never bothered to acknowledge it. I always thought I would have more time to tell you how I felt, but then you disappeared and all of those hopes were just ripped away in an instant. But that's far from an issue at the moment. Things like feelings don't matter when you've been turned into a literal monster. Are you doing okay? Up here, I mean. I'm being serious, idiot. All of this, it couldn't have been easy to take in. It isn't even happening to me, and I'm still reeling from it all. I mean, you have vampiric urges now, and not all of them are all that nice to think about, I imagine. And everything we're taught about the process of turning, it's horrific, animalistic, and full of pain. I'm just saying I'm here, at least for now, if you needed someone to confide in. That's just like you. You always pretend like you're unfazed by everything. Whatever helps you get by, I suppose. On another note, do you even know what you're going to do with yourself now? How are you supposed to be a hunter when you're the monster? The guild would never take you back knowing you're a vampire. They'd kill you on the spot. What do you mean you don't need the guild? You're crazy. You're absolutely, positively crazy. You want to be a literal monster hunter? Jesus Christ, I think the vampire attack really did mess with your mind. You're gonna get yourself killed doing something like that. I know you trained your whole life for this, and this means so much to you, but it's not feasible anymore. You have to realize that. Alright, maybe you manage to take down a couple of monsters, but if a monster doesn't take you down, you'll eventually just run into more hunters, and they'll kill you without question. Is that what you want to do? Die? Not yet. What do you mean, not yet? You want revenge. So you're going to try and take down the vampire that turned you. But she's already bested you before. Why don't you just let the guild take care of it? They're busy now, but they'll attend to her in time. Hell, now that I'm done chasing you down, I can start tracking her on my own. Get a head start. Hey! I don't need you, of all people, looking down on me. I can handle myself perfectly fine. Need I remind you that I took down the griffin that was tormenting Woodhurst all on my own? You've always been so stubborn. Fine. Go on your little revenge quest. There's nothing I can really do to stop you, and I'm not really the type to plea and beg for anything. Do you have any idea where she is? You lost track of her after the two of you stayed in an inn together. All right, then. Whatever you're into, I suppose. No, it's okay. I just forget I sort of confessed to you earlier. That's really embarrassing. Look, if you want to sleep with and also kill the vampire that turned you, that's your business in the end. No, I understand. I really don't, but I understand. We're both adults, it's fine. I'm not gonna say anymore, so let's just move past this. Staying in an inn together isn't much to go off of. Not to mention I drove you further away from the inn, so it isn't like we can just turn back and look for clues. If you want, I could head back to town and send out some letters to the guild to see if anyone's caught sight of her. Shot in the dark, but it might work. Of course I'm going to help. Firstly, regardless of anything, you're my friend. And secondly, she's clearly a potential danger. We can't have her roaming around free, turning whoever she wants. Don't mention it. I'm just glad I can talk with you again, even if everything is different now. But one thing I need to ask before I go. What happens after you hunt down the vampire and you succeed? What then? Someday, someone will come to hunt you down. I can hardly keep them off your trail forever without getting caught myself. No. No. Don't ask me to do that. I don't want to be the one that strikes you down. I don't want it! How am I supposed to live with myself after that? You still talk and act and behave like yourself, even if you're a vampire now. It feels too much like I'm killing you, and you can't expect me to do that. I'll do a lot of things for you, but I can't do that. I won't do that. My decision is final. I don't need to think about it. If you want a way out of this, fine. I'm not gonna change your mind, but don't put the burden on me to do it. Please. I'll leave you for now. I'll come back when I get word from the guild. Hopefully, it's good news. Until next time, friend.